Good evening, brothers and sisters. Good evening, my fellow youth. Good evening, Nigerian youth. Good evening, Biafran youth all over the world. I want you to listen attentively to this important information and message. I want to cite the incentive of the man in Aso Rock as fuel subsidy. I want you to know that that is a violation of what we call economic social governance. It's an act of violation to economic social governance. It's a right. It's our right that the man is violating as citizens. Now, what does that shows? That shows that in the system of the previous administration and that of the present administration, there is policy inconsistency. It is also spelled out lack of adequate legislative control. That is to say, the legislatures are weak in their regulations. Okay, why will you remove a subsidy and now want to subsidize again with palliative? That is criminal. It's criminal. Let us be honest. We are humans and we all possess a social right. Remember, if you can reflect back in one of our videos, we told the federal government to pay the youth out of the derivation funds for youth initiative. That could have been a serious consideration for important social economic governance and development towards the growth of the economy, because the economic growth is the youth. And now, out of those monies, he's taking fuel subsidy to give us 88,000 naira every family by 12 million families in Nigeria. Number one is, how accurate is that data and statistics towards the 88,000 naira? Remember, from the beginning or at the beginning of the previous administration, the vice president was moving from market to market, that he's doing market women empowerment. Trade money. I think that was a program by the vice president. Where did that program go to? Who can come out as a Nigerian who benefited from that program that progresses with it? Now, the same administration, the same people have now come, removed the subsidy. The fuel is not even stable at 500 or 550. Stations sell as they like. And now he wants to substitute it with 88,000 naira subsidy again. Another fraud. Fuel subsidy, its own, is a different fraud in the system. Now he is creating another purse of fraud, calling it incentives for the fuel subsidy. That is complete capital poor investment. Is complete capital poor investment. And if the legislative arm approves such and sees such as to what will benefit Nigerians, then I am here to announce that we have the worst legislative council than the 10th Assembly. We thought that the 10th Assembly had been the worst, but this one, this 11th Assembly, if at all they are, is going to be the worst ever if such implementation is allowed in the economy. I want to advise every youth, I want every youth to understand that the system, when the system begins to run in such an incentive, that is to tell you that we are totally hijacked. The system has been hijacked. The government has been hijacked. It might be difficult and for the people to say it, but as a high prince, it is my duty to tell you that the system has been hijacked. And what we are seeing today as implementation is our doom. Is yet to come. The sound of bitter cola in the mouth is not the taste. Remember, don't say I did not warn you. Revolute now. Remove that man now before we all sink. Thank you. I wish you well. Subscribe to our channel. at Eastern Youth Network. We are busy with some other activities. Those of you who have asked a question, those of you who want to get information from us over one concern or the other, we will come on board to educate you and to bring you answers to your questions. But this information came right now and I was asked to send it on air to you. That is why I'm on air. We are busy, next month is our New Year festival. We are preparing towards what we call Lumbede. From there to the New Year festival. After the ceremonies are over, we will return back on a full compilation of all the answers to the questions you have sent to us, and I know you will enjoy it. It's going to be a wonderful one. Maintain and keep on with us in our channels and follow all what we do in YouTube, in our Reels, in our Facebook, and our Instagrams. Keep sending your questions. We are preparing and ready to give you answers satisfactory to your desire. But be patient as we complete this sectional and yearly program for the gods and the ancestors of our land. I wish you well. Thank you very much for listening to us this evening. And I know that we have told you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Mobs may combine, armies may assemble, the colonists from the Islam and the bandits may defame, but the truth about this message will go independently until our culture is announced in its perfect state and our freedom granted. We will not stop. We'll continue to teach you. We'll continue to bring you our messages until you have understood where we are coming from, what we want to do, and where we are heading to. Thank you very much once again. I say good evening from Nigeria.